Hello and welcome back to our Advent series of crafts. In this one we'll be doing part 1 of our storytelling, nativity storytelling rocks. We will be creating Mary, Joseph, and baby Jesus. I think that's all we have in this group. Okay, this is the first. We started out with this last year at our church. We do an Advent workshop every year, and last year we do it at the church usually, but this year because of COVID, we're doing them all at home via video. So enjoy. Okay, in this section we are going to create Mary, Joseph, and the baby. This is Mary. She's kind of kneeling. That's why her basic form is going to the side. And Joseph is standing over here. And then we have little baby Jesus in a crib. Now, the rocks I've chosen are opposite of this. So this is going to be Joseph on this tall rock, baby Jesus turned sideways, and Mary because she's kneeling next to Jesus. There we go. Okay, so we're going to start off with Joseph on the tall rock. Again, it's important that you clean your rocks off with some alcohol. So I have my little Q-tip and my isopropyl alcohol. And I'm just kind of rubbing this down. These have been in those bags. You can get these at the Dollar Tree, not the rocks in a package. But they're all dusty. And in order for the paint to stick better, to adhere longer, you want to make sure you have as much dirt off of there as you can. If you don't have it in a wipe, you can use a wipe. You can use your hand sanitizer, just a little dollop, and a Q-tip. Gets all the dirt off of there. Okay. So we're going to start with Joseph's robe. I gave him a dark green robe. I think I'll just stick with the colors that I have. Prime your Sharpie. I'm going to draw just a basic shape. I kind of want him looking up into the heavens, so I'm going to angle his head up that way when I get around to it. So I traced around a shape, and now I'm just coloring it in with a marker. You color in a circular motion, you may not have as many lines. Spread the paint a little bit more. Okay. There's that. There's his head. No, I don't want that yet. I want the green to dry a little bit, otherwise he'll have a really light green. Okay, then we're going to draw these radiant beams around his head because he's the father, the earthly father of Jesus. Whoa! I'm going to blow on that just a second. I'm going to have him looking up into the heavens. He's in awe of what our Father in heaven has done. Okay? Now, yes, his head face is a little like green because of the white and the green. So once that dries, I'm going to come back and go over it again with the white. So there's Joseph. Okay, now on to Mary. This Mary is leaning, facing that way. This Mary on this rock is going to go that way. Need to clean my rock. The alcohol. Use a little elbow grease. See how dirty that is? Just from sitting around with the other rocks, gathering dust. I use a paper towel to wipe it off. Oils off. I'm going to draw Mary kneeling down as if she's in awe and singing silent lullabies to baby Jesus. So we have her feet behind her. I'm going to come this way, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with my line a little bit so that her head is kind of, when I draw the face on there, it's going to be tilting down towards Jesus. Sings a lullaby. This is her gown dripping on behind her. And she needs her radiant beams. tilted. I'm going to draw the oval tilted also. Actually, if I just tap it on, it goes in an angle. And it looks like she's facing down. I'll let that white dry. Come back to that. And I found a glitter pin in my collection. So she's going to get some bling. When it dries, it'll be super sparkly. Voila. She's sparkly. Cool. Let her face dry. No, 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 no. That's okay. It didn't hurt anything. She's still sparkly. That, the little bit of blue there, is another reason why you can have Q-tips in this, because you can, if you make a mistake, you can use the Q-tip and wipe off the mistakes with the alcohol on it. And then go back in. Correct your lines. Put her up there, put her drawing. I go back over Joseph's lines of radiancy. Just looking up. There you go. Now we have the baby Jesus. It's gonna be even cuter than little bitty, tiny. Oh, clean, clean, clean. Clean off. Clean off the rock. Clean it with a paper towel. Just a minute. Okay, pardon the interruption. Teenage set. Okay, here we go. We have the manger. It's a little, I would call it a trapezoid kind of shape. Like those tables that you can't do anything with in school. I should put them together. And then we're going to put a little X at the bottom, that side, and a little X over here for the legs of the manger. Shake this off. Put a little purple in there. Purple's for royalty. That's what I'm doing. And his head. As small as his rock is. It just needs a little spot for his head. And then some radiant lines for Jesus. Go back and add some white onto the faces of Mary and Joseph, and I will be done. Make sure that's white. I'm gonna just tap this in here. Hopefully not pick up any more green. Either that or they're just gonna have light green faces. Okay. Got a little green on the tip. The only way to do that, get rid of that, is to wipe it on there. And then we have Mary's face. Go. Tap the blue off, clean the tip off. There you go. So we have Mary and Jesus, kneeling down to Jesus, and Joseph is actually going to be behind her on this one because he's staring up into heaven. And this one, we have Mary kneeling facing the baby, and Joseph's on that side. It just all depends on where you want to put them. Have fun.